Good morning, Sagittarius. Right, today I've got this little box of treasures. What could be inside? Now, I've had this box for a while. It was kind of tucked away in a cupboard, and I kind of brought it upstairs. And I know there's nothing really important in it. You'd think there'd be like jewelry in it or something like treasure. There's nothing really important in it, but just as I was kind of like getting ready to do your reading, I got the urge to look in it, and when I did, again, you can see nothing particularly interesting in here. The things that you stick in your shopping trolley, bike lock key for, I don't even know if we've still got the bike lock, and these, which are earbuds for earbuds. Earbuds for earbuds. Now the funny thing is, on Monday, I think it was, I pulled my headphones out of my pocket, and the little white thing fell off one of them, and I couldn't find it. Why are you not focusing? Yeah, the little white thing fell off one of them, and I couldn't find it. So I've only had one earphone basically for the last couple of days. So yeah, actually there was treasure inside the box. It may have been like a little thing, it may have been an innocuous thing, but I've now got a mismatched earbud for my earphones. So it's funny that, isn't it? So what I got from that was that you may find treasure in unexpected places, or your idea of something valuable may not be the same idea as something that somebody else finds valuable. So yeah, that's kind of what's coming through. Finding things in unexpected places. So I'm going to move that out of the way. I haven't got any intuitive songs for you other than last night, a sort of early morning, I got Don't Leave Me This Way, which was definitely a strong intuitive song. I don't know where it came from. I think that may have been for Gemini though, but I'll mention it for you as well, just in case. I'm just going to kind of put some hand cream on while I'm going through these intuitive messages. Then I randomised 2 songs for you on Spotify. Now the funny thing about this is the first one was Things Can Only Get Better by D-Ream. Things can only get better. And the lines that really stood out to me and that I wrote down were walk my path, wear my shoes. And then he later says, teach me to walk your path, wear your shoes. So there's this idea of like walking in other people's shoes, right? But then the really weird thing was the next song to randomise on Spotify was Clubfoot by Kasabian. I don't know if somebody has a clubfoot. I don't know if perhaps somebody has an issue with the feet. Perhaps they have to wear like an insert in one of the shoes but not the other. But yeah, this funny idea of like walking in somebody else's shoes. Now the lines that kind of jumped out to me from Clubfoot were dirty trick. Somebody may be playing a dirty trick on someone, and then I'm chasing down the wolves to save you. So it's like somebody's coming to somebody's rescue after they've had a dirty trick played on them, perhaps. Now I kind of had the urge to look at the video for that song, and Kasabian, they use a lot of like military motifs in their imagery, so I don't know if somebody has been in the military. I'm getting sort of ancestry through here, so maybe you've got an ancestor who's in the military, and the video seemed to be set in sort of like a sort of Russia way, like Eastern Bloc sort of way. But I got the word Kosovo through. I'm not even quite sure where Kosovo is, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, but the word Kosovo came through. So maybe somebody's ancestors served in the army in Kosovo. Perhaps somebody came from Kosovo. Take it if it resonates, leave if it doesn't. It's probably just a message for one person. But yeah, they're kind of like... never eat shredded wheat, northeast, southwest. So that kind of like Eastern Europe kind of location was coming through, and that military connection. So right, I'm going to do your reading. I'm going to pull some cards, situation cards, and then I'm going to go heart space, head space. No, sorry, heart space. Why am I doing it wrong? The wrong way around. Interesting, right? Because I had to do never eat shredded wheat, northeast, southwest, and then as I was doing the orientation of the layout of the cards, I got it the wrong way round. I got it sort of portrait instead of landscape, or vice versa. So perhaps there's somebody who's like map reading or doing some kind of orientation, maybe doing something with like orientation numbers, and getting the latitude and otheritude wrong. Longitude? No, latitude and longitude. Yeah, there's some kind of mix-up, orientation mix-up, map reading. That's funny, that interesting how that came through there. So heart space, head space, action space, past, present, future. And then I'll pull clarifiers and an advice card for you. Just know that the future energies are changeable. So anything that comes through in the future position on this side of the screen, if there's anything that's worrying there, anything that's difficult or that you don't want to happen, just know that it's kind of telling you what's going to happen on the path that you're currently on. So once I do this reading, you may say, oh, I don't want that to happen, and you can actually change direction and kind of affect whatever it is in that future position. It's changeable depending on your actions. I'm seeing 555 on the timestamp, so fives may be particularly important for you. The number 5 is all about changes, kind of growth and change. It's kind of the butterfly number for me. You know how a butterfly caterpillar transforms into a butterfly, so some kind of like change. Yeah, watch out for number 5s. If you see them, pay attention to what you're thinking at the time. See if there are any messages coming through. Sort of just kind of like open yourself up intuitively and see what's happening around you, if that kind of provides any guidance for you. Right, tuning in, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, as I was tuning in, I was getting the shape of a letter Y. I don't know if it's like... It came through first like a tree, like a tree shape with the branches reaching upwards, but it may have been a letter Y. It just something of that kind of Y shape. I don't know what that is for you. It may be a signifier for somebody. And I felt the need to stand up as well when I was kind of meditating before and tuning in. I'd normally sit down. So why I felt the need to stand up, I don't know. Everything that happens in a reading is part of the reading, so it means something to somebody. Right, okay, let's get to you an energy. What energy is in Sagittarius in at the moment? Sagittarius is in Sagittarius energy. The horse I see is very much your energy, Sagittarius. You know, your sign is the Archer, which is kind of like a centaur. I'm just listening to that plane noise. That's an unusual plane noise. Perhaps somebody needs to take a plane journey, take a flight. Perhaps somebody was a pilot. You know, I was talking about that military connection. It sounds like almost like an old-fashioned plane. Perhaps somebody's interested in planes. Okay, so the horse takes action. The horse runs directly towards what it wants. It's got a lot of power, it's got a lot of stamina, it's got a lot of enthusiasm, kind of knows what it wants and goes for it, led by its intuition there with the moon on its forehead. The fox is kind of a bit more sly. This could be you or another energy you're dealing with, so it could be that there's a conflict. Interesting, you've got the otter as well. I swear the otter just came out in the underline for Gemini as well. It's funny how the readings are kind of pairing up this week. I don't know, I felt like the need to pair up the readings in a certain order rather than going like straightforward like Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. I felt the need to kind of do all my Mondays together and all my Tuesdays together. So kind of like the first half and the second half of the zodiac pairing up. So it's really funny the way that the signs are communicating to each other. You may be dealing with a Gemini, perhaps. Go and watch the Gemini reading. The fox is a little bit sly, cunning, fantastic Mr. Fox. It's funny, I was thinking about fantastic Mr. Fox last night and now it's here. Kind of somebody, you may have a conflict within yourself where your natural instinct is to go straight for what you want. You know, to dive right in, go straight for what you want, be very, very direct. But perhaps there are hurdles in your way, or there's some need for kind of secrecy or to be a little bit less obvious with your intentions here. You may have to take a more roundabout approach. You may have to kind of be a little bit more cunning, a little bit more strategic with your approach than you would normally be. Also noticing this kind of yellow colour. Yellow may be an important colour for you right now. Maybe it's something to do with the Coldplay song, Yellow. I'm going to make a note of that. Funnily enough, again, connecting with that Gemini reading, I'm getting, I drew a line for you. And I was talking about Gemini, the need for Gemini to kind of draw a line, you know, to kind of make their intentions clear. to kind of put boundaries in place. Perhaps somebody's done this with you. There's boundaries in place, which means that you have to be a little bit more like circumnavigate is the word that comes through, or circumspect, like a little bit more sly, a little bit more circular in your approach rather than taking a direct route. Right, okay, I think I'm just repeating myself at this point. What is going on, please, for Sagittarius? What's going on here for Sagittarius? 2 cards, and the lovers in the underlying, the otter and the lovers. So probably a love connection here, whether that's you or somebody else. Concern and unexpected income, 33. 2 and 7 make 9. Concern and unexpected income. There's a house in the background there. This is Queen Victoria, it looks like, on this coin. Concern over an unexpected income. Why would you have concern over an unexpected income? What is the unexpected income? It may not necessarily be money. It could be like a baby, right? Somebody's having a baby. There's concern about, but is it unexpected? Could be a person, somebody who's turning up unexpected, coming to your house, coming in, perhaps taking a flight in unexpectedly. Something coming in that you weren't expecting, and you have concerns about it. Perhaps it's not even something that's literally coming in, but you're worried about something happening that's unexpected. Can you tell me more about this concern over the unexpected income? What's this about? Can you tell me more about the concern and unexpected income, please, for Sagittarius? Perhaps that fox energy is what you're worried about. Perhaps you're concerned about, because the fox would be unexpected. You wouldn't expect, because he's taking an unexpected route. So perhaps you're concerned about the behaviour of this fox. Okay, maybe somebody who you have your eye on, who you think is very, very foxy, or you're waiting for someone. This is the romantic man. So a sense of longing with him, a sense of nostalgia. Is definitely waiting there. So somebody's waiting for somebody to come to them, but the person is having to take a sort of a slightly sneakier route than perhaps they should need to. The stalk, again, stalk is about something coming in. It can be about birth again, a nest egg. Stalks bring something to you. So the stalks are kind of verifying this that there's something coming in for you, and it could be something of value as well. Now, funnily enough, on these 2 cards you have the Ace of Cups. This is a new love offer, so it could be a new love offer coming in. It could be quite unexpected. You could be worried about this, worried about perhaps how this person comes to you, or how you're going to move towards this person. The Queen of Cups, emotional depth. A lot of emotions, wanting to express those emotions. The Ace of Cups is an expression of emotion. It doesn't necessarily have to be love. It can be another form of relationship. But with this being the romantic man, and with you having the Lovers card and the otter, it's more than likely some kind of romantic situation here. Perhaps you're expecting a gift from, if you're already in a relationship, if you've already got a lover, perhaps you're expecting some sort of gift, or perhaps you are expecting a pregnancy, or all I'm getting is a sense of expectation, a concern regarding this thing that's coming in, and somebody having to be indirect or unexpected. I don't know. You tell me, Sag. You tell me, it's your reading. I can only tell you what the cards are saying. Right. So I'm going to go past heart space. Past present, future, heart space, head space, action space. So I'm going to pull the cards and then I'm going to interpret them afterwards. I'll just sort of say what they are as they come through. I'm getting told to split the deck again, so I will. Okay, there we go. Ready? Sagittarius, past emotions, please. Past emotions for Sagittarius. What was going on emotionally in the past for Sagittarius? Something flipped and went back in there. Okay. A lack of Page of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Indecision, clouded judgment, feeling overwhelmed, and a lack of passion. Tell me, please, or somebody who's too passionate and immature. In the headspace, please. Headspace, please. Past headspace for Sagittarius. Two of Cups. Yeah, definite relationship coming through strongly here. Two of Cups is an equal relationship. So you're thinking about a relationship that you see as very, very equal. Past action space, please, for Sagittarius. Past action space, please, for Sagittarius. The Sun. Okay. Things were looking bright in your past action space. You could be dealing with a Leo. I know at least one Sagittarius who's dealing with a Leo. Right, okay, let's keep going. So, current emotions. Oh, it's your birthday soon, isn't it? In a couple of months. Perhaps you're expecting a gift. That could explain that. Oh, happiness. Nine of Cups. Really nice card, actually, to have in your emotions. Thoughts, please. Current thoughts for Sagittarius. There he is again. I think he came out two readings ago. That Knight of Pentacles, taking care, packing the picnic while you go off and have your fun. Right, okay. Things are looking really good here, Sagittarius. This is probably one of the best readings I've done for a while, actually. Action space. Current action space, please, for Sagittarius. Current action space, please, for Sagittarius. Anything for the current action space, please, for Sagittarius. Okay, so a little bit secretive here about something. Again, if somebody's planning a gift for you, a surprise, perhaps they are being a bit secretive. King of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Being patient, balance coming in, clarity. There needs to be patient. Somebody taking swift action to balance things out. Okay, interesting. Future heart space, future emotions, still looking good. Oh, making a decision. The Two of Wands and the Three of Wands together. I do mix these cards up. They're not consecutive in the deck. So very, very interesting that these should come out consecutively. What's going on in the future thoughts, please, for Sagittarius? Future thoughts, please, for Sagittarius. Are Sagittarius thinking about anything in the future? Oh, yeah, definitely. And you're thinking about really good stuff. You've got a lot of cards here. Yeah, doing a lot of thinking about your happiness, being a bit introspective, moving on from the situation. The Ten of Cups, beautiful card. Two of Pentacles, Six of Swords, the Hermit, and the Lovers. Okay. What's going on in the future action space then, please, for Sagittarius? Four of Swords tried to come out and went back in. Future action space, and maybe that I've just changed your future by pulling those cards. So another four as well, the Four of Cups. Fours, again, maybe very important for you at the moment. Future action space, please, for Sagittarius. Do you see the way those cards came out? Four of Cups there in the underline again. Yeah, somebody may not be taking some sort of offer of love or friendship. Some sort of emotional offer from another person. Someone's not seeing it, someone's not taking it. Oh, the Hierophant and the Empress. My goodness, Sagittarius. What a brilliant reading. What a powerful reading. This is probably there's a lot going on here. It's probably the most complex, positive reading that I've done all week and for a while, actually. A lot of stuff going on here. I'm going to pause. I'm going to kind of interpret and I'll come back to you in a moment. Right, Sagittarius, we may be here for a while. Yeah, really big energy here. You've got quite a lot of major arcana. You've got the Sun card. the most positive card in the deck. This is Leo energy. It doesn't have to be these signs, but I know some people like to hear them, so it's more about the energy than the actual sign on the card, but I'm going to say them anyway just in case someone wants to hear them. The Hangman over here is Aquarius, the Hermit here is Virgo, the Lovers is Gemini, the Hierophant is Taurus, the Empress is Taurus and Libra, so double Taurus over here. You've got a lot of characters as well, so I'm just going to kind of go through it as we go along. What I really, really want to say though is you've got a lot of the best cards here. The Sun card is absolutely the most positive card in the deck. 2 of Cups, brilliant card. 9 of Cups, brilliant card. 10 of Cups, brilliant card. What else do we have here? The Lovers, gorgeous card if you depending on the cards around it. The Hierophant can be good or bad. With the Empress, it's showing very, very positively. The Empress is another brilliant card to have in your reading. A lot of balance here. I'm seeing a very, very equal relationship. A really strong, probably loving relationship coming through here. You've got the Lovers twice. So if you're not interested in a love reading, I am seeing other messages in here, so just take what resonates and leave anything that doesn't, but there's an overwhelmingly strong connection here between 2 people, but it's not codependent. I'm not seeing it's codependent. It's a really, really positive relationship. Right, where to start then? I suppose we start in the past. So the Page of Wands in reverse and the 7 of Cups in reverse. In your heart space in the past, there was this sense of feeling like overwhelmed, emotionally overwhelmed, having too much choice, kind of having too many emotional offers coming towards you, too many connections with other people that were emotional connections, and I think you felt a bit lost in this. There was a sense of losing passion because of some kind of like sense of overwhelm. You could have been dealing with, you could have been making your mind up in love, right? Choosing between different people in love, and you may have been connecting with one person who is quite immature, kind of a bit too spontaneous, kind of did what they wanted to do without thinking, just followed the passions. May have been a lot of fun, but it's quite an immature energy. Could have been a bit of a player. They had a lot of lessons to learn in passion. The 2 of Cups here in your past thoughts. Why is the 2 of Cups here? Hangman. Yeah, it could be dealing with Aquarius. You've got the Hangman twice here. Doesn't have to be. The Hangman is a card about seeing things from a different perspective. So you're doing a lot of thinking. You've got the Hangman twice and the Hermit. A lot of processing going on here in your reading. So in the past, you were kind of rethinking relationships. So this may have not actually been an actual relationship. It may have been more of a you figuring out what you want from relationships, especially with this 7 of Cups in reverse. It's like, well, there are a lot of opportunities, there are a lot of relationships that I could have, but what is my perfect relationship? What's the relationship that is right for me? Who is my perfect match? Yeah, who would make me happy? Who could I connect with and share feelings on an equal wavelength? So yeah, really thinking about this and perhaps being quite patient. If you did have a lot of offers coming in, it's almost like not accepting them because you want to think about them some more. In your action space, you have this Sun card. So beautiful card. It's like extreme happiness, clarity, just confidence. A beautiful, beautiful card. So, you know, if you were in this Sun energy, Leo energy is very, very attractive, very like it's almost like the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands with a battery pack. They're like just, even if you're not physically attractive or you don't think you are, and the energy of being somebody who's really happy, really kind of getting on with their life, confident, you know, it's such an attractive energy. It really is. It draws people to it, like how the sun draws people out of the houses. So yeah, no wonder you had a lot of offers coming your way, right? So the Sun card, whoa, strength. Oh, you've got Leo again. yeah, could definitely have been dealing with a Leo in your past, or you've got a strong Leo in your chart. There's a lot of like leadership energy here, people who are very, very passionate. They have a lot of strength, a lot of determination, a lot of, what's the word? So they're giving me a word, like authenticity. Yeah, somebody being their authentic self, being like literally like super confident, right? This person is stood naked, having somebody draw them. The Three of Pentacles, so this is working as part of a team, and the Three of Cups. So you've got two cards here about, I'm just going to kind of cover her up. I think she's perhaps a little bit too rude for YouTube. So yeah, this sense of working together, celebrating with other people. So you may have met somebody at a party, or you may have been out kind of working as part of a team with other people, bringing different skills to the table. It's a real collaborative feeling here. Drinking, celebrating, working together. Yeah, brilliant. Gorgeous, like confident, enjoying yourself energy. Like really kind of like being happy with the people around you, working well with others, celebrating. Yeah, gorgeous energy there in your past action space. It's like you would though, like if you were somebody looking in on this, if you were someone looking in on this Three of Cups, these girls, it doesn't have to be girls, it can be guys as well, but these people who are having a great time, they're celebrating, they're all dressed up, they're looking gorgeous, they're laughing, they're you know, it's a really attractive energy. It's like, I want in on that. You could have been the person looking in on this, actually. You could have been, if this isn't your energy, it's like you were looking at other people who had this and thinking, well, how do I get that? I want to be that happy. I want to have that friendship group around me. So just kind of shovel these over a little bit here. It's going to be a scruffy reading, Sagittarius. I'm sorry. If you like my daughter, though, you're probably a bit messy. So here we go. So in your current... in your current situation, the Nine of Cups in your heart space, this is like you figuring out how to make yourself happy and not needing anyone else. It's like, well, you could have took any one of those cups, but they weren't this, right? You want somebody who's on your level. So in the meantime, it's like, right, well, I'm going to figure out what makes myself happy, and not rely on other people for my happiness. And there's a sense of freedom in this, a sense of liberation. They're giving me liberation, so it could be book, or it could be like drink. A lot of cups in your reading. Yeah, feeling really, really good, feeling really happy, feeling abundant, feeling like everything's going your way. Oh, big tummy rumble there. I'm sorry, I've not had breakfast yet. My tummy roared like a lion there. Anything on this Nine of Cups, please? Don't think so. I think that's more or less it. No. Oh, yeah. The High Priestess. Right, okay, so this is you absolutely tuning into your intuition, trusting your gut, trusting your instincts, really standing in your power. Sort of, again, another major arcana. It could be dealing with a Scorpio. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry, really need to go and have breakfast. Yeah, this is really, really strong, powerful, like very feminine energy as well. You don't have to be a female, but it's like tuning into your intuition, your nurturing side, almost like tuning into kind of a spiritual side. There's this sense of spirituality, of kind of spiritual healing in your emotions there. Beautiful, beautiful energy. This Knight of Pentacles in your thoughts. This is the guy from your reading a couple of readings back who was like, you just want to go out and enjoy life. You want to have a good time. You want to feel free. So you'd be the one going to the party, right? Going to the festival, drinking, having fun, hanging out with your mates. But who's going to make sure the tent's set up? Who's going to take the picnic? Who's going to get the flask of tea? And it's this guy who's he's got your back. I feel like this is somebody you're connecting with who's really got your back. And they take care of the practical matters. When you're kind of more spiritual and more social. So Knight of Pentacles, give me, what's going on with secret here? Oh, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, it could be you. It could be a mother figure, actually. This person could make you feel more grounded, more stable. They bring in a lot of abundance. You've got 2 cards here about being very abundant. 2 cards about, I feel like whatever this partnership is, it's very productive. It's very fruitful. It's very, like the bunny here, it shows this sense of like, of growth, of abundance. And you've got the Empress over here as well, which has kind of a similar meaning. You can see she's pregnant with the world, so there's a lot of potential with this relationship. You work really, really well together, and I think this person grounds you, so like mentally grounds you, makes you more practical, or think in a more practical manner about things that are tangible, career, house and home, money. So in your action space here, you've got this King of Swords. So this kind of maybe this same energy. The Six of Pentacles is a card about equal give and take on a tangible level, sharing the wealth, sharing the workload, practical things shared between 2 people equally. There's a balance there. The King of Swords is somebody who is very intelligent, a clear thinker, a strategist, can communicate very clearly, maybe very good at things like logistics, quite intellectual. They may have been studying something here with this owl, or this may be somebody that you can go to who has a lot of wisdom and advice for you. They are, just looking at that bat there on that card. If you can focus, can you focus please, camera? It's because when I don't have it plugged into the power supply, it doesn't really want to focus. So yeah, that's not great. The King of Swords doesn't always speak their truth. They can speak their truth, but sometimes they kind of like to hold back a little bit. They only kind of communicate what they need to communicate. They only take the action that needs to be taken. They don't go swinging the sword around for no reason. He's strategic. The Hangman is this energy up here about kind of needing to be very, very patient, looking at things from a different perspective. So there's a sense of maybe there's been some sort of hold up in a situation that's allowed you to get a sense of clarity. Right, shovel these over, get out of the way. Move, bish, get out the way. Not swearing because my mum watches these readings, and my stepmom as well may want to watch this reading because she's Sagittarius. Yeah, I'll try not to swear or be too lewd. Even though the Lovers card is here. Hey yo. So future's looking bright. The future's looking rosy here, Sagittarius. Up in your emotions. Ones are all about passion. So there's something, you've been making some kind of passionate decision, some kind of passionate choice. It could be about anything. It could be about some kind of work project, career, a relationship, just something that really gets you fired up, something that you're really interested in. When you think about it, or when you feel your emotions that are connected to this, it's like fiery, wanting to move, wanting to take action. But you can see on both of these cards, the girl in these cards, they're both waiting. So God, I really wish it would focus. I'm just going to stop and restart. It might help. No, I'm sorry, it's just determined not to focus. Right, so you can kind of see that the 2 women on these cards are making a decision. The woman on this card, she's making a choice between 2 wands. Two things, but the passion is over here. There's nothing with this one. It's kind of lay on the side, nothing happening over there. It's kind of leaning up against the wall, forgotten. The passion is over here. There's movement here with the globe and the camper van. Again, it's funny that my stepmom's coming through quite strongly in this reading. So yeah, she's made a decision. She's made a choice. She's looking out of the window, waiting to move, waiting to take action on this. The 3 of Wands is having, again, card of having made that choice, and then waiting to take action. So the imagery of these is very, very similar. The 2 of Wands is normally needing to make a choice, and the 3 of Wands is having made the choice. So I'm seeing this as you having made the choice. But yeah, this real sense of kind of like waiting to take action. She's got a surfboard there. She's waiting for the wave to come in. So there's a sense of like divine timing here. And this is you in your heart space, in your intuition, in your emotions, making a decision, waiting for the right time, kind of knowing that your ships are coming in, kind of thing. Wow, a lot going in your thoughts here. So I feel like you've really weighed up this decision. You've put a lot of thought into it. Here's the thought, here's the decision being made, the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles are more about tangible things, where wands are more about passion. So this choice that you're making, there's a sense of being torn between the practical side of things, the things that you have to do, the day-to-day things that demand your attention, kind of pulling you back, weighing you down, grounding you. And then this sense of kind of the things that you are, this is more like ideas, emotions, things that you have, like plans that you have, and this is kind of up in the air, pulling you up into more of a headspace. So there's this pull between like your thoughts and then practical things that are going on, kind of trying to balance these two things out, the practical side and the ideas. On one side, you have the Ten of Cups. Now, there's progression here. The Nine of Cups is you in your emotions, figuring out how to make yourself happy. And then once you know how to make yourself happy, you can enter into a relationship with other people. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be. But you're ready to work with others without the need to kind of be needy or codependent. So you're actually bringing more to the relationship with others because especially if you're connecting with somebody else who's in that Nine of Cups energy. I mean, you can see this is like a really beautiful card, really beautiful imagery in this deck. It's like happiness, rainbows, happy families, finding that perfect connection, the people who make you happy, the place where you want to be. Community around you. So this is going on in your thoughts. You're thinking about this. What makes me happy? Who do I want to spend time with, to find this kind of complete happiness? The Ten of Cups is like the Sun card in the minor arcana. So two beautiful cards, really are the best two cards you can get in my opinion. The Six of Swords is a card about moving on to calmer waters. So you may have left, or you're figuring out, or you're thinking about when you've had to leave a situation behind that felt quite choppy, quite turbulent, and you want to move into a more emotionally stable place, and you're thinking about how to do this, or thinking about a time when you needed to do this. The Hermit is almost like the Hangman energy. Is quite similar. It's somebody, it may be somebody that you're connecting with this Lovers card. You or someone you're dealing with may be the sort of person who needs a lot of time to kind of be by themselves, to kind of go away and think about things, to process things. It may be somebody who has to kind of have a bit of a spiritual journey. It may be that you both need to do this, perhaps because you've got this King of Swords over here and then this person who's this High Priestess up here. So it may be that this connection, whatever this is for you, there may be a sense of one person needs space because they need time to process things, to think things through, to plan, to strategize, and they need kind of like their own space to do that. And then there's this other person who kind of, they need their time to kind of be on their own, to kind of have a bit of time to connect with their own emotions, to have that kind of spiritual healing time. Perhaps it's like taking a luxurious bath, or having a spa day, or meditating, or just having a bit of time to connect to their emotions. I feel like this is two different people who both need that alone time. So just make sure that you respect each other's need for alone time. Here we have the Hierophant and the Empress. So in your action space in the future, this is big energy, big energy. There's a lot going on here. Could be spiritual ascension, spiritual growth with the Hierophant there. It could be that you're dealing with a Taurus. Both of these cards represent Taurian energy. And the Empress I'm really seeing as growth, abundance. You can see the Hierophant here with these stairs behind them. There's this feeling of like ascension, ascension, going up in the world, climbing that ladder, like opportunities opening up here with the world being represented on the Empress card here. The Hierophant is like a fatherly energy, and the Empress is a motherly energy. So there may be, this again, maybe the two energies of this connection coming together in kind of perfect harmony, which creates all these opportunities for growth, for abundance, for ascension, for moving up in the world in a very nurturing, mature way. Maybe you nurture each other. Maybe one of you is a father, one of you is a mother, whether you've got children together or not. This may be your father and your mother who can provide a lot of spiritual insight or nurture, people that you can go to kind of really raise you up to get that wind beneath your wings. The Hierophant on its own is a card about structure, rules, customs, traditions. The Empress on its own is a card about growth, abundance, being in like full female power. She's all four queens of the tarot, so she's kind of got everything going for her. Really gorgeous energy there. Yeah, just looking brilliant. I don't feel like I need to pull any more clarifiers on that. It's looking really, really good. In the underlying, you've got the Emperor. There you go. If you wanted to know if there's a relationship here that you've been considering, you want that Two of Cups, you want the perfect match. The Lovers can be a card about making choice in love. There you go. You've got the Emperor. Again, Taurus, could be Aries, Capricorn. Empress and the Emperor together, perfect match, and it's the best you can get. It's a power couple, absolute power couple. If anyone, I was talking about all that growth and climbing the career ladder and ascending spiritually. The Emperor and the Empress, I'm hearing tag team. The Emperor and the Empress are bossing it together. And then underneath that was the Two of Cups. Yeah, brilliant, equal relationship. Maybe a need for temperance though, and divine timing. Eight of Pentacles. So there's a sense here about trusting the process of time, trusting that the seeds you plant will grow, working on something over and over again to kind of perfect it, put in the work in. This is two people in a relationship, putting the work in, perfecting their craft, knowing that the seeds they plant today will bring them abundance over time. So, Sagittarius, I want to claim your reading. That is an amazing, amazing reading. It's like anything you could ever want. You've got career there, you've got happiness with other people, you've got growth. Like, that's it. Okay, done. You don't have to come to any more of my readings. You're sorted. That's your life absolutely sorted. On track to a very, very bright future. One of the best readings I've done for quite a while. So as if you need an advice card, Sagittarius, and like you could be anywhere along this journey. You could still be kind of, I'm reading it as though this is your present, but it's a sliding scale. You could still be over here, still figuring things out, still kind of assessing those relationships in your life and working out what you want. Or you could be over here. You could have found your Emperor. You could be Emperor and Empress, tag team, absolutely bossing it, creating that wealth and abundance. And it's funny as well, look, the unexpected income, concern, romantic person. It's kind of played out through your reading. The romantic connection, the concern is like figuring out like what you want. In unexpected income is like, this relationship is going to bring you a huge amount of wealth. Imagine, truth be told, this always gives me imagine all the people. Is it John Lennon? Living can't remember the words. Co-create. Yeah, absolutely. If this reading had an underlying message, it's co-creation. You being strong on your own and then entering into a partnership that is like with another person who's your equal and absolutely like leveling up. Amazing reading. Right, okay. I'm going to read, for Imagine, I'm going to read the Oracle message and the relationship message. And you can read the other messages, the protection message, in your own time. So Imagine. essential meanings, if it's going to focus. Essential meanings. Turning imagination into manifestation. Absolutely, that's what you're doing here, right? Having your ideas and grounding them. Creative thought, visualization. I'm trying to get it at a good distance. The power of aligning imagery and feelings, creativity and illusions. Again, did I pick up on illusions? No, that was Gemini's reading. The Oracle's message. Who do you want to be? What do you need to believe in? What do you need to believe in order to have the life you want? You are gifted with the power to imagine. If you can dream it, you can create it. This is the time when your imagination is the key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time daydreaming, fashioning a vision board to help you see your goals, or meditating. Absolutely, that's what I could see you doing up here, right? That's what I was talking about up here. You're doing it. Allow the power of your creativity to deliver images of what feeds your soul. Then allow your feelings to mingle with your inspirations, and imagine these things being real right now, and then repeat. What you imagine will become your belief, and soon you will see these things come to pass in the outer world, as if by magic. So what I think is happening here is that this is you and that other person co-creating. You're the ideas person. You're the person who kind of gets these intuitive messages about, it's almost like trusting your instincts. Even if it's in business, it's like trusting your instincts and imagining the possibilities, the ideas person, where the other person is the practical person who puts it into action. You know, that Knight of Cups that you're connecting with. I love your reading so much. Relationship message. In matters of the heart, it's easy to daydream about another as a means of connecting to that person. While that's romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it and not just dream about it. Now is the time to move beyond the daydream and into reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are about relating, so step out onto the dance floor Step out onto the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You will be changed for the better. Imagine that. Oh, I got really tongue-tied then. Perhaps when this person comes in, you'll get tongue-tied. Oh, I'm not going to be able to focus this, am I? Oh, it's so annoying. I'm sorry. Maybe I can hold it down there. You can zoom in on it. Sorry guys, it's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Truth be told, 14. Again, I'll read both messages. I feel like they're the most important ones for you. So here you go. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be love or romantic. It could be someone you're working with who's like perfect, like, yeah, power couple in business. Excuse me. And it could be a friend, a best friend. Truth be told, essential meanings: honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. The Oracle's message: there is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth, subjective according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. This is not a time for debate about which truth is truer. This is a time about where you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is, peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion, will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and spirit will answer with miracles. I love that. Gloriously flawed. I may actually use that as your gloriously flawed. I love that. I may or may not use that as the title. People tell you, this is a relationship message, sorry. People tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based in your personality and experience up until now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back, speak the truth and listen. Right, trust your intuition. You're showing up as a high priestess, so trust your intuition about when is the right time to speak your truth, because it's all about divine timing. So yes, speak your truth. there are good times and bad times to speak your truth. Use your intuition about when it's the right time. But I think this is clarifying this for you. I was sort of talking right at the beginning about some of you are in this horse energy, which is very Sagittarius energy, about wanting to rush in, go in head first, be very, very direct. And then you've got this fox energy, which I feel is like at odds with your instincts, which is like almost like there's a situation that's making you act in a more... there's my tummy again. I'm really going to go and get breakfast after this. There's a more sneaky, you're kind of forced to kind of work in the shadows, to maneuver, to twist and turn, where you'd much rather be honest and speak your truth. Look at the crescent moon on both of these cards as well. Yeah, that's absolutely your energy there. Trusting your instincts. Trusting your instincts and going for it and being quite spontaneous is very much Sagittarius energy, I would say. It's not really your natural way of being to kind of be in that King of Swords energy, which is much more strategic. You are much more impulsive and honest. It's kind of like the strong... The thing that I love about Sagittarius energy, I'm Sagittarius in Mars, my daughter's Sagittarius. Sagittarius will blurt things out and speak the truth. You know, my daughter told me I look nice this morning, but, you know, quite in the same breath, she could quite easily say, your hair's a mess. You know, what's that spot on your nose? Which is what she said to me the other day. But I love that. I love how upfront and honest Sagittarians usually are, depending on the other aspects in the chart, because I like to know where I stand, and I like to, you know, it's like when you know where you stand, you can take action, where sometimes, you know, people, I find a lot of the time people can be quite subtle, or, you know, hinting at things, and I kind of need people to just be really open. I haven't got time for that. I'm like, if you want to tell me something, you know, tell me. Even if it's something bad, tell me. If I've got toilet paper stuck to my shoe, tell me. I would rather know. If I've got lipstick on my teeth, just tell me. My feelings won't be hurt, but you tell me, I can do something about it. So yeah, I like people to be really upfront. I'm not very good with hints. I just don't have the time or concentration to kind of to put those puzzle pieces together. Yeah, if I've upset someone, I want them to say, look, you've upset me, you did something to upset me, and I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm really sorry, I'll try and fix it, I'll make amends. But people who kind of like are passive aggressive, I just don't understand what I've done, and yeah. So I feel like that's kind of like, that's me having Sagittarius in Mars, Mars in Sagittarius. So yeah, totally get that Sagittarius energy, and I love that truthfulness. So if you were between these two energies, feeling like you're acting out of character, I feel like this is almost confirming for you that, you know, your strength lies in your honesty, your openness. Just trust your instincts when it comes to that divine timing, that, you know, that tendency of Sagittarius to kind of put the foot in the mouth at the wrong time. I definitely have that. So yeah, just try and be a little bit subtle, a little bit tempered with your delivery of this truth. Pick the right time. Don't just go stumbling in there. Right, okay, Sag, I hope that was helpful to you. Brilliant reading. Loved that one. I kind of don't want to go. I kind of want to keep pulling cards, and I kind of want to come and live your life because it looks amazing. Do take care, and I will be with you again soon. Bye bye.